and Kim Jong-un would take place.
Yeah, as we said last night, a time and place have not yet been determined. We'll certainly make those announcements when more decisions and more information is available on that front.
Considerations in the discussion for where this could take place. I mean, I take it you wouldn't want to have it in downtown Chicago.
Yeah, and we're not going to have those conversations between me and you and the press. Those will be conversations that take place at a much higher level and certainly outside of this room. John, sure.
The South Korean National Security Advisor said that the U.S. responded positively to a South Korean request for a waiver on the steel tariffs. Can you tell us where you are on that?
As the president's proclamation said yesterday, there were 2 countries that were specifically excluded, and there would be the opportunity for us to negotiate on matters of national security with other countries, and we're going to be doing that with a number of different countries. John?
Sir, does the president think that Kim Jong-un is sincere about talking about denuclearization?
The president is hopeful that we can make some continued progress. Well, if what we know is that the maximum pressure campaign has clearly been effective. We know that it has put a tremendous amount of pressure on North Korea, and they have made some major promises. They've made promises to denuclearize. They've made promises to stop nuclear and missile testing, and they've recognized that regular military exercises between the U.S. and its ally, South Korea, will continue. The maximum pressure campaign, we're not letting up. We're not going to step back or make any changes to that. We're going to continue in that effort, and we're not going to have this meeting take place until we see concrete actions that match the words and the rhetoric of North Korea.
But does he think that Kim Jong-un can be trusted as a negotiating partner?
Well, look, we're not in the negotiation right now. We've accepted the invitation to talk based on them following through with concrete actions on the promises that they've made.
If I can just ask you just one other thing. Lindsey Graham said about this news. He said a word of warning to North Korean President Kim Jong-un: the worst possible thing you can do with Donald Trump in person is to meet with him in person and try to play him. If you do that, it will be the end of you and your regime. Is Lindsey Graham reading the president correct on that?
I think that Lindsey Graham knows that President Trump is one of the best negotiators, and certainly I think that he has great confidence in his ability and is glad that he'll be the one at the table for the United States. I think Senator Graham has been on the other side of that and certainly knows the capabilities and the determination of President Trump. Jeff?
Why did the president accept this invitation without any preconditions? For example, without demanding that the North Koreans release the 3 Americans that are being held there?
Look, that's something that we're going to continue advocating for and pushing for, but let's not forget that the North Koreans did promise something. They've promised to denuclearize, they've promised to stop nuclear and missile testing, and they've recognized that we're going to continue in our military exercises. Let's be very clear, the United States has made 0 concessions. But North Korea has made some promises, and again, this meeting won't take place without concrete actions that match the promises that have been made by North Korea.
I wanted to follow up on that. You said that now.